What is an app? An app is a thingamajig that can do most anything. An app is a small application. They cost very little. They don't take much space. There are apps for books, business, catalogs, education, entertainment, finance, food and drink, games, health and fitness, lifestyle, medical, music, navigation, news, photo and video, productivity, reference, social networking, sports, travel, utilities, weather, you name it. And you find them everywhere. You find them on iPhones, Androids, iPads, and all sorts of tablets, even on e-books. Apps have forever changed the worlds of books, newspapers, photography, and radio. What are they? Where are they? How do you get them? But first, let's take a quick look back at the first applications and how they were responsible for bringing computers into every business office in the world. In the beginning, there were typewriters. In the 50s, typewriters became smarter. You could change the font by changing the daisy wheel or the ballpoint on the IBM Selectric. This brother attached a CRT display to a daisy wheel typewriter and called it a word processor. But typewriters didn't evolve into computers. This must look like a computer, but it wasn't. Computers owed more to the hand calculators that were designed in the 60s. Calculators worked by sending signals through logic gates. Each gate is either open or closed, 0 or 1, and each gate was controlled by a transistor. In order to make calculators small and inexpensive, individual transistors were replaced by little chips of silicon that had the transistors etched onto the surface. They were called integrated circuits. The calculator was hardwired to perform just one set of actions. But the computer could allow the program to take different branches. These programs were called applications. The applications were expensive, came in a box with many disks and large manuals. Disks became smaller and more powerful as applications became bigger and better. Some applications were called killer apps because they forced every business office to substitute computers for typewriters. Remember these? WordPerfect, WordStar, Lotus 123, VisiCalc, DBase. Can you believe the letters were green on black background and the tube was longer than the screen was wide? The first screens had 80 columns and 25 rows in which to place letters or numbers. But you could change them from green on black or black on green. With the new word processing programs, you could copy, paste, or delete. No carbon paper, no whiteout. No need to worry about spelling with spell checker. The spell checker made the teaching of spelling unnecessary. But the big change came with the new graphic interfaces, like Windows 3.1. No longer did one size fit all. The IBM PC was the computer of choice for small offices. When Apple's Macintosh came out with a mouse, IBM smelled a rat, but laughed it off, joking that the mouse was a great invention for people with 3 hands. But it wasn't long before IBM had to do a copycat, but theirs had its tail between its legs. New applications provided small and large companies to collect, store, and process information like never before. It was called information processing, a digitalization of nearly all information, word, pictures, sound, and data. With spreadsheet programs like Lotus and VisiCalc, you could change thousands of entries in the blink of an eye. This eCal spreadsheet calculates, year by year, the value of a fund over time depending upon the interest and takeout rates. Change either factor and several hundred calculations instantly update the chart. In this simple example, a retiree could judge the effects of a change of interest rates from 4% to 1%. This database application is designed for a domestic violence agency. They must record and report on a multitude of actions and demographics. The program maintains records in 13 different related tables that are queried to obtain meaningful reports. Digital has turned photography upside down. Remember when you returned from a 2-week vacation with 3 rolls of film, spent $50 for developing and impatiently awaited the results? Now you return with hundreds of photos because it's that easy and it's free. Instead of making prints that cost money, you send them to friends as email. There must be tons of photos created every instant from cell phones, or wristwatches, or point-and-shoot cameras. So where do they all end up? Go to any home, and every available surface is stuffed with picture frames. There's no more space on the walls. The bookcases have long been stuffed with albums. The refrigerator is covered with photos. So what do you do with the irresistible urge to take more photos? There's only one recourse. You can mail them to friends and relatives and hope that they won't return the favor by sending an equal number back to you. And what's a graphic interface without Photoshop, where a picture is worth 1,000 words? But they all may be lies.
Sign that announced we are about to enter Heritage Village?
Sancho, when I reflect on how long and how far we have traveled,
it was only by the skin of our teeth that we were able to withdraw from that den of iniquity.
Am I mistaken, Sancho, or are we drawing near the place they call the Activities Building, where...
As memory chips became more powerful and cheaper, computers became smaller. For personal use, laptops replaced desktops. And for some purposes, tablets replaced laptops. Smartphones started to get so smart that they took on some other functions. They could even remember telephone numbers and snap a photo. But something more important was happening. Cell phones replaced line phones. Data was transmitted through the air. And instead of applications residing on home computers, they were sitting somewhere in the blue beyond. All you needed was a way of speaking to them. Then came the iPhone. It's a GPS, it's a camera, it's a recorder, a calculator, a search engine. It's for stocks, it's for YouTube, email, weather. It's a stopwatch, it's for music, it's for news, it's for games. It's for apps, it's for Google. It's an iPhone. On the phone, on the iPhone, the small icons on the iPhone are just links to programs on the cloud. Searching to buy an app? Tap on the App Store icon. Tap on Search and you'll see 24 different categories. Tap on Health and Fitness and you'll see 25 choices and 25 more if you wish. Tap on Fitness Buddy and you'll see a description of that program and examples. Let's say you want to travel. Tap on the Travel category. Considering the economy, let's just travel to the Big Apple. Tap on New York Subway. There's the description. Apparently it's free, so we might as well go for it. Just enter your Apple password, and in 20 seconds, you'll know more than you ever wanted to know about the New York subway system. Routes, stations, timetables. And backup? Well, there's always the friendly ticket agent to help you out. Here's one that can save your life when you forgot where you parked. Just tap the app. It will show you where you are. Then tap on Take Me to Your Car. Oops, must have left my car on Cape Cod. With the Weather Channel app, there's no need to get out of bed to see if it's worth getting out of bed. Just grab the phone, tap on the Weather Channel. You not only can see the forecast, you can see where the rain clouds are coming from and where they are going. You can be your own weatherman. No app can be more incredible than the translator. Just imagine. You can choose to speak into the device in any of 17 languages and have it come out of the speaker in any other of the 17 languages. Where is my table? Select any of the 17 languages that will recognize your speech. Then select the language you want to translate to. It's pure magic and almost instantaneous. The translation will appear in the window. However, if you tap on the speaker icon, you will hear it rather than see it. Throw away your foreign language dictionaries and never leave home without your iPhone. There are apps for everything, and everybody is using them. Just look around. Interested in the most popular free apps? Skype to make free face-to-face crystal clear telephone calls. The Weather Channel to be your own forecaster. Google Earth to roam the continents. Flashlight, a lifesaver when you need it. Pac-Man for amusement. Shazam to identify music. Twitter to twit. Netflix for movies. But mostly there are games. Would you believe one game, Angry Birds, has been downloaded millions of times? As a result of the most incredible advances in technology the world has ever witnessed, we have spell check that made it unnecessary to teach spelling in school. eCal has eliminated arithmetic. Google has made remembering obsolete. Facebook has given everyone 1,000 intimate friends. And for the enjoyment of all humankind, we have reinvented the slingshot.